Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you Krampus from Horseman Studios, one of my favorite toy companies since rejoining the world of toy collecting after so many years. Quick look at the background story on Krampus there. It comes with some magnets on the package for these book cover style sleeves that the toy comes with, and that is really chill. I think it even has some on the back. Yep, it even has some magnets on the back. It's just that it's a really heavy cardboard, but look at that, right? The little things that impress. The artwork on the back, take a look at that. It is really gorgeous. Something that stood out to me was the candle on top of the tree and how there's some megaliths in the background with torches on top of them. Really cool. And the orb of the moon, the orb of the candlelight, and that contrast there at either ends of the artwork, that kind of stood out to me as really cool. Very, very nice. Krampus by Horseman Studios. All right. It's hard to kind of get a look in the package, so I'm not going to waste your time. But something that's really cool is, listen to this. These are real little bells. Very, very nice. Another really awesome piece of art here on the back with Krampus on his way to visit a family. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get him out of the package. All right, let's take a look at Krampus and all his goodies. Krampus comes with a awesome basket. Careful with this little loop here, not to put too much downward or lateral pressure, because you will break it, and then you will not be able to use the string to throw over Krampus's back. Inside his little basket, which comes with a loose lid, it does not affix securely, so be mindful of that. You don't want to lose it or drop it. He comes packing, careful there, 3 items, 2 skulls. So I guess Krampus was just carrying around some dead people. Quick comparison of these 2 skulls. Very different looks, right? This one here, the jaw has some wiggle in it. Not sure if it's intended to articulate, and I don't want to damage it by trying too hard here on camera. These skulls can be attached to other Mythic Legions figures, so that is also really chill. And he comes with a pair of skelly hands. And these skelly hands can carry weapons. I'm not going to take them out of the baggie because I don't want to lose them. Put him back in his basket there. He comes with the Mythic Legion's belt, which can also carry a weapon. It can go around his chest or his waist. He comes with these really festive bells. Love that. He comes with a pair of shackles with an actual metal chain. Yep, sound effects. Really cool stuff. This is plastic. These pieces, the shackles themselves are plastic, but the chain is metal. Cool beans. As I mentioned, he comes with a piece of rope for the basket. He comes with 2 pair of hands, a pair of emotive grippy hands like this, and a pair of weapon grippy hands that look like that. The only weapon that I believe Krampus has in his package, unless you can use these items in some combination to make a weapon, is this bunch of branches with thorns that he can whack, whack, whack and do damage with. I mean, these things would rip somebody's flesh apart. So yeah, this is like a mean, mean tool here that he has. Then as you can see over here on the end, his tail, which inserts to a slot on his back. And I was having a hard time getting the ball peg in. So you know what? I decided I'll warm up the plastic a little later before I give that a shot. But again, I don't want to damage this awesome toy fresh out of the package. So let's take a close look at Krampus. So Krampus comes with the standard articulation for Mythic Legions figures. His head is on a ball peg and it can turn all the way around. It can pop right off for popping and swapping. In this case, he has this extra torso piece, this large piece of hair, which is easily removable, as you can see. And then you can go ahead and just attach his head right back on. And as you see, he does not look completely and totally bizarre with all that hair missing. Still a very natural look for a very unnatural dude. Quick little action pose and play with our friend Krampus, just because this guy is really, really cool. That head sculpt, before we keep going further with articulation, I mean, just admire the work on that head sculpt. The hair, the detailing is insane. Look at those teeth. The tongue almost looks wet, for crying out loud. That is insane. My God, look at those horns. Man, that is really cool, cool, cool stuff. Very nice stuff. All right, so I got distracted there. His arms rotate at the shoulder. He has rotation at the bicep. He has rotation at the forearm where the gauntlet is, and rotation at the wrist with a horizontal hinge. He has rotation at the waist, and he has hinges at the legs that give you a full split, no problem. Forward and sideways splits. He has upper rotation here at the thigh, so you can get a full rotation there, and that is great for articulation. He has rotation at the knee, rotation at the ankle. Whoops, sorry, caught it there in the armor. He has rotation at the ankle with a rocker. So very, very nice. Articulation for these really durable, well-made, remarkably, stunningly sculpted figs from Four Horseman Studios. Get him back with all his stuff back on. Wow, he is a winner. This figure is stunning. And he's going to look great paired up in today's themed comparison. All right, so what I'd like to do is I want to go ahead and try to set up Krampus with his accessories and take a few pictures and do a few dynamic poses in play, and then go into today's themed comparison. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, that is a really nice shot. I mean, minus the missing tail. Could you imagine how much cooler that would look if he had his tail? I mean, just look at that, you know? Very cool. I'll eventually get that set up. Very nice shot. I like how he's looking into the eyes or the gaping sockets of that skull. Very cool stuff with his bells. Very nice. Give you a little rotation here. And just a look at the basket there. Oh, I like that angle. Very nice. That's a great shot right there. Ooh, bam. Super cool, man. That is Krampus. That is Krampus. Bad Santa for real, for real. Oh, man, super cool. Let's try another dynamic pose in play. Ooh, another nice little shot there. I've got him set up with a custom sword here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I love the black on black. I actually just spray painted that sword. I'm not very skilled as a painter either. I can't do knots, and I don't paint well either. In a moment, you're going to see the extent of my customizing ability also. So I'm demonstrating all the skills. I'm pulling out all the stops. Very nice. I'm feeling that stance. I am digging the black on black with that kind of like carbonized looking metallic gray on the armor pieces. Love it, love it, love it. I like the subtle touches of red here and there. Beautiful stuff. And this custom sword that I did a remarkable paint job on was meant for Krampus, I think. And just some more looks around Krampus. Beautiful lines, beautiful geometry, great shadows popping off of everywhere. Really nice. That's not a bad look either. Very cool, very, very cool. All right, as we get Krampus set up here for his last dynamic pose in play, we're going to transition into today's themed comparison. And I'm going to keep it in the Mythic Legions line. You know, by far, one of the most pleasant surprises in toy collecting that I've rediscovered in 2021 has been the Four Horseman Studios and their amazing, amazing toys in the Mythic Legions line. So we're going to keep it in the family today for today's themed comparison. And specifically, we're going to zero in and key in on the horned features here of Krampus for today's themed comparison. So I'm going to adjust the camera there a little bit. Beautiful stuff. So let's keep it in the family. Let's get right to it. I'm going to bring out a Mythic Legions figure that has not been modified or customized by me in any way. I will bring out Zazza the Demon. And this is one of my favorite figures. I have multiples and multiples and multiples of this figure. And he is the first figure that I got many multiples of because I just loved his color palette, the blue, the metallic purple, the orange loincloth here. And this is some of the most remarkable plastic I've ever felt in capes or cloths, imitation cloths in toys ever. This plastic that the Four Horsemen use, and you should check it out yourself along with the figures. But yeah, love Zazza. We're gonna transition over into Belphegor, keeping it with the theme, the most awesome of horns poking out of his head, just like Zazza. Bing, 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 bing. He also has a remarkable head sculpt, right? I mean, you can just see the consistency in the sculpting on these figs. Amazing stuff. Moving on to our next figure in the theme today, I'm going to bring out a figure that has been slightly modified by me. I just swapped out his armor to give him a purple armor. We're going to bring out Torion, who is another instant favorite of mine. When I saw this guy, I was like, whoa, I need as many of those as I can get. And that's what I did. So we're going to get Torion out here. And I just gave him that purple armor because I absolutely love it. So I borrowed from one of the extra Zazzars that I have so I could build out with that particular armor color because I love it. Next out, I am going to bring out another character that I have slightly modified. And this guy just really has a really awesome purple helmet that I got from my Keltis figure, which is a Motu Paracon tribute of Skeletor. And he's got a little bit of close. It's not a perfect purple match, but you know, it's close enough. It's passable. And I love his stance. I mean, look at that stance, right? Man, he's tough. So he passes. He doesn't have the perfect color match like the Four Horsemen would do, but he could be like a mercenary. He's like a ragtag mercenary in a post-apocalyptic intergalactic universe. All right, and last but not least, and again, keeping with the horns, right? Everybody here has some really awesome horns, and that's a beautiful helmet. So keeping with the theme, last but not least, my most customized Mythic Legions figure is a figure that I named Indigor the Executioner. She does not have her axe with her. I painted her golden pauldrons to match the helmet that I got on loan from Calavius, which is another one of my awesome Mythic Legions figures. And I put it together because I kind of wanted to dabble in creating my first custom. I painted her skin, and as you can see, I did a not so great job on some places, or most places, but I really do love how she looks and her stance. There she goes. Very nice ensemble. I am feeling that. I love these little theme comparisons at the end because I have to kind of like think of how I would pair these figures on a shelf creatively, you know, in circumstances where I might not otherwise think of pairing them in this particular way. You know, I might pair them by faction or some other pairing, but these themed comparisons allow me to explore and experiment like this. And I really love this little group here. Very cool. Very cool. As always, everybody, it was a ton of fun in 2021 sharing the experience of collecting toys again as an adult though now. And I'm looking forward to sharing more experiences with you guys in 2022. I hope you're able to come back and keep sharing experiences too. Until next time, everybody, take care.